everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. I am about to be a new mom next week. I am 39 weeks pregnant, newly married. We just moved to Tennessee, and throughout my whole pregnancy I have been watching tons and tons of mom vlogs, and I just love them, and I think they look like so much fun. I think it'd be a really cool way to keep my family and my friends updated on the new baby and everything that's going on in our lives. I did start a blog, but I love to write, but it takes a lot to sit down and get yourself in that writing frame of mind. So I just thought videoing would be even cooler, and I still do want to blog, but I just thought this is just a good way to look back on old videos and get to see our baby grow up and just see where it goes from there. A little bit about me: I am 26 years old. I am a nurse, and I just got married to my husband last June, so it's been almost a year we've been married, which is crazy. It's just been craziness. We moved to Tennessee in July. We got married in June, moved to Tennessee in July, and then we got pregnant in August. So a little bit about, I just wanted to have this video, the first video, talking a little bit about my pregnancy journey so far. And, it really hasn't been a hard pregnancy. I feel like it's been pretty normal, symptom-wise. The only thing that's kind of been annoying and a struggle is after we did the first trimester testing, which I will get into. Basically, I found out I was pregnant when I got back from my college friend's wedding from New Jersey, and I was flying back home, and I was just looking through my fertility app, which is how I always keep track of my cycles. Tells you when you're ovulating and, when you're due to get your next period, and, if you're late, how many days late you are. So it's pretty cool. And I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. It hurts to talk at this point in my pregnancy. I was looking at my app on the plane, and it said that I was 4 days late. And I was like, 4 days late? That's not normal for me. Sometimes I'll be 1 to 2 days late, but never 4 days. So I was in the back of my mind, I was oh, I don't know, maybe it's nothing, but I just had this sinking feeling uh-oh, we might be in trouble. The plane landed, and we ended up having a friend visiting us from out of town. And so I didn't say anything to him, and Brendan was at work still, so and this was the day of the eclipse back last August. And so after Brendan got off work, we went to go watch the eclipse, and I kind of forgot about the whole being late thing. And then we got back to the house, and it just came into my mind again, and I was like, oh crap. And I went to the store and got a pregnancy test, and then me and Brendan went into our bedroom for a while. But I feel bad because we left our friend out in the living room by himself. So we went to the bedroom and we took the pregnancy test, and it was positive. And then I took another pregnancy test, and it was positive. And I think I took 2 more, and they were all positive. And I was just not convinced. I was like, no, this is crazy. We were not trying at all to get pregnant. We wanted to wait at least a year before we got pregnant, since we just got married. But, God had other plans for us, and now we are so excited, and we cannot wait to meet our baby. We went to the doctor. I made a 6-week appointment, and since it was so early, they don't do abdominal ultrasounds, they do vaginal. So they did a vaginal ultrasound, and they're like, yeah, you're definitely pregnant. Oh, and by the way, we see 2 gestational sacs here. And I was like, okay, great. What? Just yeah, it looks like you have to 2 fertilized embryos, but only one had a heartbeat at the time. And she was like, this could either mean that the second baby just isn't developing as quickly as the first, or this could be vanishing twin syndrome, and the baby, the next time you come for a checkup, they'll be completely gone and your body just absorbs it. And I was like, what? Like, my body is just gonna absorb like the second baby? That's crazy. It's like all such a shock. We didn't even know like what to think or what to say. We just were like, okay. When we went back for our 9-week checkup, there was only one baby there, so it turns out my body absorbed the other baby. So once I hit 12 weeks, they asked if I wanted to do a first trimester blood work, just to it just tells you like if you're at high risk for any diseases or things like that. And so I just went with it. I was like, sure, I'm young, it's probably gonna be negative, all of it, and I wasn't really worried about it, so I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. They did that at 12 weeks, and I got a phone call like a couple of days later saying that one of my hormone levels came back abnormal, and it's called PAP-A, and basically it's just a hormone that's produced by your placenta, and when it's low, it could mean multiple things. The first concern they said was, well, your baby could possibly have Down syndrome. If it's not that, we'll do another test again to see if it's that, a more thorough blood work test. And if it's not that, then in your 3rd trimester, you could have IUGR, which is intrauterine growth restriction, and just means the baby is not going to be growing as well. And she also said you're at higher risk for stillbirth and preeclampsia. She's telling me this over the phone, and of course I'm freaking out. Like, I was just in shock. Like, I'm healthy. I work out, I eat well. I was just so confused as to why this was happening. So they sent us to a high-risk doctor, and they did another set of blood work. And so a couple weeks later, they call me back, and they say, okay, well, your baby doesn't have Down syndrome, so we just want to let you know the good news, and do you want to know what the gender is? And so, of course, well, at first I kind of wanted to be team green and like wait to find out, but then like after everything that happened in those first few weeks of being pregnant, I was like, I can't take any more surprises. Like, yes, please, just tell me like what gender I'm having, because I can't take any more surprises. So she told me that we're having baby girl. So super excited. But then obviously they said, well, now we just have to monitor you more thoroughly throughout your pregnancy to make sure you don't develop any more complications, because that hormone level could mean several other things could go wrong in your pregnancy. So I was like, okay. Hormone level actually wasn't like that much lower than normal. They said it could just be like, that could be the normal for me, for my body, or for my placenta. They said it doesn't mean like anything definitely like wrong is going to happen. They just want to monitor me more thoroughly throughout my pregnancy to make sure. And please excuse my my tan hands. I just self-canned, so they're really tan right now. So basically, I've been getting growth scans every 3 weeks throughout my whole pregnancy. They've just been measuring the baby's growth, and then they like tell you what percentile she's in, and just make sure everything looks good with my placenta, my fluid, and all of that stuff. And everything has been perfect. She has been measuring around like 30th percentile, but they say that's still normal. Everything throughout the pregnancy is looking good. I was having typical like pregnancy symptoms. Everything in my pregnancy was pretty normal. At my 36-week appointment, they did a growth scan, and she was like 24th percentile. She was like 5 pounds 9 ounces, which at 36 weeks, I feel like that's pretty normal. They didn't seem concerned. My fluid looked good. They did an NST and a BPP, and that all looked good. And basically those tests are just making sure the baby's moving and her heart rate's good, and she's practicing her breathing and all of that. And so all of that has been normal. So today I went in for my 39-week appointment, and of course Brendan, my husband, is out of town for work for 2 days. He's supposed to be coming back today, and then he was possibly going to go out of town on Monday, on the 1st. And it's only a couple hours away. And at first I was okay with it because I was like, you know, even if I do start having contractions, I doubt it. The baby's not going to be here in 2 hours. Like, this is my first baby. Like, it's probably going to take a while. So I was okay with that until today at my 39-week appointment. You know, they did the growth scan again, and she's measuring 29th percentile. She is currently 7 pounds 1 ounce. And they checked my cervix, and it is 1.5 centimeters dilated, 50% effaced, which is good. But my stomach measured 36 weeks, so a little small. And then in the ultrasound, when she measured my fluid, there was about 8%. And the doctor told me that they really want the fluid to be 10%. They get really concerned when it's 5% or less. So I'm in like the, you know, yellow zone, not in the green, I'm not in the red, but I'm like in between there. So the latest that my hospital will let you go in terms of your pregnancy is 41 weeks. Then they recommend inducing. I really, really, really do not want to be induced. I have seen and heard so many horror stories about being induced. I really, really want to go naturally, and I know that I just have this strong feeling that she was going to be late. I was 2 weeks late, and then my brother and sister were also late. I just heard so many like scary things about it, and you're like higher risk for like tearing, C-section, like all these things. And I know that plenty of women get induced and don't have issues, and at the end of the day, I need to do what's best for my baby. And like, as much as I really don't want to get induced, that's what has to happen, then that's what we'll do. But anyways, he said, you know, we really don't want you to go past 40 weeks. And so when I told him about my fears about having an induction, he was like, well, trust me, like, I don't want to give you an induction. So how about you come in on Monday and we will recheck your fluid and see how things are going. He's like, just make sure you continue monitoring the baby's movements, and if you notice any like fluid leaking, like, you need to come in. But you know, it's kind of scary. Like, I don't know. I wasn't really expecting her next week, but it sounds like no matter what, like, she's probably gonna be here next week. It sounds like they're not gonna let me go past my due date, which is next Thursday, and really just depending on how my fluid levels are on Monday, it could be before then. And hopefully she just comes on her own before then. He did check my cervix, and I am 1.5 centimeters dilated and 50% effaced. So yeah, I mean, we are having this baby really soon, and I feel like it just hasn't really hit me yet. Like, I feel like I've just been like waiting, and I'm just expecting to go late, just because, you know, they're like, oh, you're a first time mom, like, you're gonna be late, like, your mom was late, so you're probably gonna be late, and I don't know. So that is where we're at right now. My husband was supposed to go out of town, like I said, on Monday, but I just talked to him on the phone, and yeah, I just have a feeling like, I don't know. I feel like this whole, like, pregnancy, I've just been waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, you know, they scared me with the PAP-A level, but like nothing, throughout my whole pregnancy, she's been fine. And like, of course, here I am at 39 weeks and things are starting to get a little sketchy. And I feel like I've just been like in the back of my mind, like secretly waiting for the other shoe to drop, like something to happen. But I'm trying to stay positive. I'm still working. My last day of work is going to be Tuesday, as long as nothing happens before that. We're really excited to meet her. Her name is Hadley Jean. She is named after my grandmother. We're super excited. This is our first baby, and yeah. So I just went to the bathroom, and because I felt like it wasn't like a huge gush, but I felt like something was going on down there, and I just went to the bathroom, and like my underwear are completely soaked. So I called the doctor's office, and I don't know if it was just like the lube from when they checked my cervix, or I don't know, or it's just like discharge. I don't know what it is, but I called the doctor to see what I should do, and I'm just waiting to hear back. So they're going to be calling me back, and I have a feeling they're going to tell me to go in, because I know they do tests that they can see if it's amniotic fluid or not. And since I am at high risk for having low fluid, I definitely need to get that checked. And I know I was just at the doctor and told them I wasn't leaking, but pregnancy, you just never know when this stuff is going to happen. So that's what's going on right now. And I called Brendan. He's still in Asheville. He's still a couple of hours away. I told him not to freak out about it yet. He's supposed to come back today anyway. And I just don't want to freak anybody out yet, because it's probably just me freaking myself out because of everything that we had discussed with the doctors today. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated. So I just got off the phone with the doctor, and they want me to come in just to make sure that it's not amniotic fluid. I'm probably just psyching myself out, but better safe than sorry. So we will see. Hey guys, so I just got back from the doctor, and it turns out I am not leaking amniotic fluid. Thank God. He said that it was probably just I know this is TMI, but he just said during this point in your pregnancy you get a lot of extra like fluids down there just naturally. So they did tests, and he just said come back Monday, we'll check you again, check your fluid, and if you go into labor before that, then he said I'll see you before that. So we'll see. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.